Up next on Lion TV, we have weather with Landon Marino and a new class dedicated to learning about drones.
And me, Andrew Tyler, with the dumbest move in NFL history. All that and more, Lion TV starts right now.
Happy Friday, Cersei. I'm Anna Calkins.
I'm Marley Price, and it's time for some morning announcements.
Jostens will be on campus today to deliver caps and gowns and invitations. If a balance is due on your order, please visit jostens.com to make a payment. Balances will be paid in full to pick up items. Students will be called from class when the office is ready for items to be picked up.
A Harding representative will be on campus Thursday, March 17th to meet with interested juniors. Any interested junior needs to stop by the Guidance Center to sign up by March 15th.
This year we had 6 artists that had a total of 7 art pieces chosen to be exhibited at the Governor's Young Artist Show at the Governor's Mansion in Little Rock.
In local news, Jay Barth, a longtime Arkansas political science professor, was named Wednesday as the new director of Bill Clinton's Presidential Library. Barth served 26 years on the faculty at Hendrix College in Conway. Since taking emeritus status at the school in 2019, Barth has been the chief education officer for the city of Little Rock. Barth is also a former member of the State Board of Education.
In national news, plans for the 2020 census were set in advance to ensure the Native Americans living on reservations were accounted more accurately than during the 2010 census, when almost 5% of the population was missed. COVID-19, politics, and an ever-changing deadline that cut short and the decennial count short were in those plans. Instead of canvassing in neighborhoods and setting up the huge events like Gathering of the Nations in New Mexico, advocates turned to phone banking, dropped off promotional material at entrances to tribal lands that were closed to visitors, and tried to entice people to fill out the census with sacks of flour and potatoes at the roadside stand.
In other news, McDonald's, Starbucks, Coca-Cola, Pepsi Company, and General Electric all announced Tuesday they were temporarily suspending their business in Russia in response to the country's invasion of Ukraine. McDonald's president and CEO Chris Kempczynski said, "Our values mean we cannot ignore the needless human suffering unfolding in Ukraine." Kempczynski also said it's impossible to know when the company will be able to reopen its doors.
Hey Marley, did you know that there's a drone class here at the high school?
Really? I had no idea. What kind of things do they do?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure, but I am sure JD knows.
Many of the schools around the district have added many different electives within the past few years. But one class added earlier this year has started to bring some attention.
Well, this is the first year that we've implemented a drone class. Mr. Hodges let me know that he was thinking about putting a drones class in, and I thought that'd be an interesting way to get some kids to join the class and have a little fun.
I got it as one of my requirement classes this year. I was really excited about it too. It's because I've always wanted to fly drones, and it's been a dream.
The class does many different things with the drones, whether it's for fun or for things around the school.
I've had a couple students that have filmed the construction there at the gym.
On certain Fridays, we'll go in the gym, and my funnest thing is when I have the opportunity to build our own course for trying to fly it through hoops and stuff.
There are also some other things you can do and learn in the class, rather than just flying drones.
Monday through Wednesday, we'll just do vocabulary, learn about how certain drones work. We'll learn about military drones and everything else.
While it only being their first year, many within the class look to do more things in the future.
Well, I'd like to get maybe a second drones class that might can implement more missions with the drones. So I don't know if that'll happen, but it'd be interesting.
With the class expecting to double in size and wanting to expand their learning and flying experience, Expect for this class to be soaring in popularity in no time. Now back to Marley and Anna at the news desk.
Wow, that's really cool. I'll definitely go watch them fly sometime.
Hopefully the weather's good when they do fly.
Well, good thing Landon's here with our weather.
Today is partly cloudy, 50 as your high, rains at 91%, winds going north at 19 miles per hour, humidity at 58%, and your sunrise at 6:22 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight we'll have a low 22, chance of snow, rains at 82%, winds going northeast at 18 miles per hour, humidity at 72%, and your sun will set at 6:11 p.m. Onto our almanac. Our last 7 days temperature, high has been 82, low has been 29, monthly average of precipitation has been 5.07 inches, month to date is 0.51 inches. Onto our forecast. Saturday will be sunny, 42 as your high, 27 as your low with a 1% chance of rain. Sunday will be sunny, 61 as your high, 36 as your low with a 1% chance of rain. Monday will be 61 as your high, 46 as your low with an 87% chance of rain. Tuesday will be rainy, 62 as your high, 43 as your low with a 55% chance of rain. Wednesday will be partly cloudy, 71 as your high, 48 as your low, and 80% chance of rain. Well, it looks like coming up in the next week will be all rainy.
What's for lunch today?
For lunch today, we'll be having barbecue pork sandwich, Smiles potatoes, creamy coleslaw, grapes, chocolate chip cookie, chef salad, yogurt, and milk.
Sounds muy delicioso. Be sure to thank our lunch ladies for all their hard work that goes into preparing our lunches.
I sure will.
Hey Marley, do you know what's going on with the sports world this weekend?
I do not. Hopefully Andrew Touchdown Tyler can tell us.
What is happening, Searcy High? I'm Andrew Touchdown Tyler here with all your local college and national sports. Let's get after it. Next week, your Searcy Lions soccer team will be taking on Batesville. Junior varsity will begin at 4 and varsity games will begin at 7. Today, your Searcy Lions baseball team will be going up against Maumelle. It's a home game, so be sure to go out and support your Lions. The Georgia Bulldogs could be looking for a new coach after their 26-loss season. Georgia's current coach, Tom Crean, stated, quote, "That's not a thing I spend a lot of time on, and I just coach my team every day. That's what my focus is." Thus far, no official statement has been released from the Bulldogs. Wisconsin Badgers star Johnny Davis is expected to return to play in the Big Ten tournament after getting knocked out of regular season play after a hit Davis described as, quote, "dirty and uncalled for." The NFL and XFL have officially created an agreement that would allow closer working between the leagues. The XFL, which is slated to begin play next year, will partially serve as a petri dish for new rules, gear, and innovations in player safety and programs. Interestingly, the agreement makes no provisions for player sharing, so XFL teams will be completely their own entities, unrelated to their NFL counterparts. On this day in 1917, the first NHL game was played. In that game, the Toronto Arenas beat the Montreal Canadiens 7-3. And finally, in the dumbest move in NFL history, the Seattle Seahawks have traded star quarterback Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos in exchange for 5 draft picks and 3 players. Rumors had been flying for a while thanks to strained relations between Wilson and the Seahawks managers. Wilson was arguably the best player to ever play on the Seahawks offense, and this was proven by last season when the Seahawks were drowning without him. Geno Smith, who filled in during Wilson's recovery, tried his best, but without Wilson, the team was floundering. Most fans, myself included, really thought that seeing the team tripping over themselves all season would show Seattle Wilson's value. Unfortunately, we were wrong. On top of all this, one of the best defensive players, Bobby Wagner, has also been released to free agency. Of course, that could mean nothing, and Wagner will stick around like Chris Carson did when he was released last year. However, there's little hope on that horizon as the Patriots have already began trying to bring Wagner to New England. The best that can be hoped for is that the Seahawks find solid muscle and skill in the upcoming NFL draft. If not, the Seattle Seahawks will end up looking about as good as the 1920 Red Sox. That's all for today, Cersei. Back to the news desk.
That was great. Thanks, Andrew Touchdown Tyler.
Well, that brings us to the end of this episode of Lion TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram, Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Anna Calkins.
And I'm Marley Price. Have a wonderful day.